Hey there, how are you doing today? I am going to try to draw something or model something in VR today. It's been a while since I've done that, and I thought it'd be fun to do something. So I actually went to the Polycam app here. Let me see if I can pull this up really quickly, show you what I've scanned, and I'm going to all right, so I've got this little stuffed animal dog, and I'm going to actually kind of clean this thing up in VR, and we'll see how that works. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send this file to myself. It's an OBJ file. I'm just going to email that really quickly. All right, so I sent that. It's a 30 meg file, so we'll see how well that comes through here. Let's go to and I'll just minimize this, and we'll create, here it is right here. I'm going to rename this Doge scan, and then we will unzip it. All right, cool. So we've got our stuff here. It's been a while since I've done this, so let me see. I think I can do it from inside the app itself. So I'm going to put on the VR headset and see if I can open up the app. I hope I got batteries in these things. Let's see here. Headset is so dead that it needs time to charge. So I guess that is that. So instead of using the headset, I'm just going to use Blender. So let's open up Blender here. And I'll just select everything and delete it. And then we'll go to File, Import, OBJ, and we'll go to Downloads and Scan. And then we'll bring in this textured OBJ file. The files from Polycam are actually really good. You can see this is the mesh that comes out of it. If I was to go into this mesh, you can see it's like sections. So when I select that and do Control Plus, it just selects like a little area of that. So what I'm going to do is do all, A for all, and then do mesh, cleanup, and merge by distance. That way this becomes one full mesh like that. So it's all together now. So now I can go in and start to cut some areas out. So I'm just going to go in and just broadly do some lasso XV to delete that. And I forgot to turn on this. This is X-ray mode. Just kind of allows you to select all the vertexes that might be hidden behind something. So I'm just gonna, you can just roughly do this really quick just to get most of the stuff. And then we'll go in and do more detail after. These kind of things, like these little stuffed animals, are really good for renderings. If you're gonna be doing like a child's room or some kind of thing like that, then you can use these pretty awesome for little rendering projects. So I could go in and trim all these little things, but I'm thinking maybe I'll just do a line and just cut this guy all at once. So you can see it's like tilted just ever so slightly, to where if I draw a rectangle like this, you can see it's cutting a little bit more off on the right and left. So I'm just going to rotate that just a little bit so that it's kind of more in line. Then I'm going to go to this side view here. Let's just do this really. That looks about right. I'm probably going to cut it about right there. Maybe higher, maybe like right there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do tab, go into this. I'm going to select everything. I'm going to go to the knife and then bisect tool. And I'm just going to click and drag a straight line across like that. And then once you do that, I'm going to select select loop inner region. So we'll do that, and then we'll do P, and we'll separate by selection. So now I just created like two objects, this one and this one. So now we can just take this guy and delete it. Now you've got like a really clean base for the stuffed animal that has doesn't have a bunch of junk on it. So let's go into this mode really quick, and I'm going to select this and select it, right click, do shade smooth, kind of smooth out all those vertices. We'll see if there's anything that I need to clean up further on this guy. Maybe some of this right here. If you ever just feel like you're zooming in, it's not getting in there, just go to the view and then start your clipping to 0.01 instead. Now you'll be able to zoom in a little bit tighter on everything there. I'm going to go back to the knife tool, and I'm just going to do like that. This way I'm going to go in here and that'll be fine. What else do I need to do? The cool thing about doing this in VR is you can actually like sculpt some things. See, this is a little janky right here. So I'm going to do tab into this, and I'm just going to I don't know, I might try to like or if I should try to complete the belly or not. Maybe I try to complete the belly. Does that look good enough like that? Kind of want to color this. So I'm going to get a little bit better texture going here. I'm going to take this guy and do Shift D to duplicate, then escape. So now I've got a textured and a textured 1 version. On the textured 1 version, I'm going to turn this guy off. I'm going to UV'd. And on this guy, I'm going to do tab. So we'll do all, and then U to do a smart UV project. I usually do 0.06 for the island margin. We'll do OK. Then we got all new UVs on this guy. So if we go to this UV editing and select all of it, then over here you'll see like we've got a bunch of islands and stuff. So that'll be fine. Good enough for this guy. But it jacks up the textures. Obviously you can see how it's like making the textures all strange. So what we got to do is get the texture from this one onto this one. So we will go select the textured guy, and we'll go to the little rendering section here. In here I've got a plugin called Simple Bake, and we'll do a diffuse, and we might as well do like we'll just do a diffuse map. We'll do it at 4K, and we'll do bake selected object to target object. The target object is our UV'd one. And then we'll do, I'm going to have to save this first. Do save as, and where are we working at it? Doge, and I'm just going to call this stuffed husky. All right, so we save that, and now that opens up the export bake function. So here we gotta export that, and I want to use this UV map called Simple Bake. So I'm going to use that, but first I'm going to go to this guy, select this UV, rename this Simple Baked. We'll go back here, go to here. So now we're using, oh, it's not baked, it's bake. Let's see. Simple Bake, like that. Now we go to this, go here, and we got export bakes. We got prefer to use that. Restore, blah, blah, blah. We'll do 4K. And we will do file, save, and we'll bake this PBR map. And it is going to take just a minute. And you can actually go to here and see the file when it actually creates it. You can tell it's working because you got the little spinning donut. Okay, so here's our texture file. So if we go back to UVD, you can see, oh, well, that didn't work very well, but it actually allows us now to go to shading. And instead of using this texture, I'm going to open up our new texture, which is this guy here. And voila, we have our new texture on our dog here. So I need to clean up, looks like a little bit of things. This guy right here needs some polishing on his ear. That's really bad right there. I'm going to go to the original file here. And I'm going to change this texture back. I guess it's that one. Back to that, you can see back here his ears look pretty good. The problem is that this guy is getting over penetrated with the bake process. So I'm going to create a cage for him. A cage. So you take this guy and we do Shift D again to duplicate, and then we'll call this cage. All right, so we'll go into our cage. We'll do Tab, do All, and then Alt S. Alt S to scale just a little bit like that guy. See that? We'll do like that. And this should be covering completely this UVD. So if we turn this off, you can see it's just a little bit bigger than the UVD. Covers it up. So now this is our little cage. So we want to basically take our textured object and project it again onto our UVD, but this time we want to use a cage. So we'll use our caged option here. And see if there's anything else. File save. And then we'll bake the PBR again. This is going to create a new Simple Bake folder. And there it is. So we'll have to see, we'll have to see how this turned out. So what we want to do is go back to shading, turn all these others off, go back to our UVD and change this material to this one. It's the later one. And we'll do open that. And hopefully, look at that. Okay, better ears, no projection through, no mess ups on that. So that's a lot better. So now what I want to do is I want to take this and we'll just go ahead and save this. We'll save this, and then these two guys, I can basically delete them. And this is our stuffed husky here. But what I want to do is clean some of this stuff up here. So I want to go to what I want to do, texture paint. And we'll zoom into this guy here, and I'm just going to paint some some of this onto the belly here. So we'll do like this clone tool, and we'll hit Control and just kind of paint some of this belly on. Like that. And then over here, I'll get some different material and just kind of just do like that. Doesn't have to be perfect. Down here, we'll do a little bit of the white as well, just because this looks not so good. All right, over here, just want to give a little bit of cleanup to this right there, and right here. And then underneath, obviously, we want to take this white and get some. All right, almost done here. This thing. There's some red. Don't want that red stuff. And we kind of want better texture right there. This is kind of one of the main things I wanted to clean up. It's just a lot of all right. All right, cool. I think that might be everything. Looks pretty good. So we'll go back to layout. You can see there's not that stuff. It's not perfect, but it's pretty good. And what we want to do is we want to take this guy, but we also want to go to UV layout real quick and go to image and do save. And then we'll go to layout and we'll go file, save. And then we'll take this guy and we'll do object because I rotated it, apply all transforms. And then we'll do file, external data, pack all into .blend. So that'll pack that that file in there. And then we'll go here and do orphan data and we'll just kind of purge out all this stuff and go back to view layer. So file, save. All right, so we got our little guy here. So I'm going to do file, save again. And then I think I've got the I've got the image in there. So I'm going to do I'm going to open up Sketchfab. I'm going to upload this guy. Browse to the scan. Stuffed Husky. Open. Upload. I'll give a little description here. All right, so we'll say it's a animal and furniture and home. And then we'll add, let's see, stuffed animal, dog, gray, white, fluffy, soft, playroom, bed, room accessories, and arcviz, renderings. Yeah, that sounds good. So we'll save that stuff, and then we'll go to edit the actual 3D settings here. So we got our dog. So I'm going to put him in a good little pose. Want something let's see, maybe something like that. That's pretty good. I'll do save view. And then I like to go to lighting next. And then we'll turn on the baked lighting. Just kind of looks a little better. And I'm going to raise the height. Like that. And then orientation, lighting orientation. Can we give them more like that? And we'll go to materials. Materials looks pretty good. I think this, I usually turn down this specular because the specular adds a little too much specular. I think that's pretty good. Go to post process. I'll turn on. Sometimes I use that, sometimes I don't. I think I'm going to use it now, but I'm actually going to tone it down a little bit like that. And then we'll do grain. I usually like grain, and see what depth of field looks like. I don't really need that. And sharpen gives a little bit. See how it gives a little bit more detail. See that? I think we'll see vignette. Yeah, we'll do vignette. And bloom. Nope. All right, so we'll do save settings. And then we'll do exit. And that is cleaning up the dog. So we'll go back to view model really quick. And there we go. Got a little stuffed animal dog ready for someone's rendering or something here. All right, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I will look forward to seeing you in the next one.